What's going on? So I'm gonna tell you a story about Halloween 2017. Halloween 2017. I don't think it was Halloween day or night, but the Friday before. So at work, we dress up, and we have what we call a beer Friday. So everybody, or everybody who wants to dresses up in their Halloween costumes, and we go to work, have fun, take pictures, and then afterwards drink, play games, stuff like that. So that year I had dressed up as Jerome from Martin. I had the curl. I had the teeth for the morning, but they were hard to keep in. And I already have the natural goatee, but I had like a sick black one that I put on. Little shirt, little outfit, the Daisy Duke shorts with the dress shoes, and I had they were black dress shoes with red socks, and one was down, one was up. So and I had the whole demeanor and the voice and the tone of Jerome. So I was holding it down.
Oh, Tony ride. Oh, I said you're wrong. I said you're wrong. I said you're wrong in the half. I said you're wrong in the half. Ooh, watch your mouth. Watch out.
For Rome. So I'm wearing this all day, and I'm staying in character. And while it's fun, it's tiring, but it is what it is. The night's winding down, after work, and what we normally do, we're like, yo, let's go out to a bar. Now, what's different about this particular time is that we're dressed up in our costumes. We're gonna go to the bar. Luckily, I had just moved, at the beginning of that month, I had just moved. Sound like somebody hit a car. I just moved into my new apartment, and my new apartment is literally 100 feet away from a bar, a hole-in-the-wall bar that I liked going to anyway. I was going to that bar before I moved to that apartment. So everybody's like, yeah, let's go to that bar. I'm like, cool. I can get super drunk and be there at the house. All right. So we all go over to the bars. All of us, all people, all dressed up in different things, and having a good time, drinking, dancing. We got the jukebox going. Hey, turn up. I mean, it's getting lit, right? I'm pretty not there, but I'm holding it down, and but I know at some point my wig was getting passed around to like niggas I didn't know, like people was just wearing it, but I was really faded. I didn't care too much, right? Now, in the midst of all this partying, one of my homegirls, her friend comes through, right? And her friend, yeah, she's a cutie. And she came through, and I had seen her when she came, and I was like, oh yeah, she looked good, but I was busy being drunk and partying, wasn't paying no attention or whatever. So at one point, I was coming in from outside, the little deck they have. I was coming in from outside. She was going out, and we met kind of at the doorway. She just kind of like put her hand like here on my shoulder. She was just like, why does everything have to be so hard? And I don't remember what I was thinking, in particular, but I was just like, I don't know, baby. Tell me what you feel. What you feeling? How you express yourself to me. You know what I mean? And so she just starts talking, and she was saying that, okay, this was her. Why does everything have to be so hard? I don't know. What was going on? What was so hard? I mean, I just want a man that provides and takes care of me and isn't always in jail right now. Like, I just want someone to be there. And of course, my reaction was, you need a man like that in your life, girl. That's what you need. You need that. She was like, I do. And, you know, she kind of grabbed. She's like, I do. I was like, I know. I'm here for you. I feel you. And she's like, thank you. Starts making out, right? And we was making out heavy. Just right there in the door. Well, actually, we was against the wall. Yeah. So he's making out heavy for 15, 20 seconds. Just going. Just, ugh. The kind of stuff that I see in public, and I just be like, ugh. That was happening. And after it was done, okay, after it was done, kiss ends. She goes, okay, so that was pretty horrible.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, she just was just straight up. She was like, all right, that was pretty horrible. And then she just walked off. And I was just like,
hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
it was just pretty embarrassing. But so I was just like, whatever. I mean, I was embarrassed for the moment, but I just kind of went on because I was drunk. So I kept on drinking. Terrible idea. I was sitting at the table. People was up. I remember I was sitting there by myself, and I was nodding in and out. And it was like, you don't fall asleep at a bar. So I was like, you know what? I'm making an executive decision. I'm going to go. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to walk home. I go out of the bar. Now, my building is literally right behind the building of the bar. So to get to my house, to get to my apartment, you have two options. You go to the left or you can go to the right. Now, normally I go to the right. Go out the door, go to the right. You walk to the end of the building. You step over this little thing. You walk down the little hill. Around the building, boom, you're at my apartment. If you go to the left, however, you go to the end of the building, then, man, okay. Sorry, just distracted. You go to the left, you go to the end of the building, you cross the parking lot, and, then there's like a ledge that's like 3 feet down, and then a hill on the other parking lot, and then you go around the thing. So instead of going to the right, I went to the left, and as I was walking, I should have took the signs. I took about 4 steps, threw up everywhere, just all over the place. And you know, excuse me, those of you, you know, when you throw up, you know, after drinking, you immediately feel like, ooh, I'm back in the game. And it's exactly how I felt. I was like, ooh, I feel so much better. But be smart. Just go home, bro. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going home. Took about 3 more steps, threw up again. So I was like, okay, yeah, come on, get to the house. So I make it past the end of the building. I'm going through the parking lot. Get to the end of the parking lot. I forget that there's a ledge there. And when I tell you, I stepped as if there was ground, and there was no ground to be found. At least within 3 feet. And I have to say, I didn't see it, but I imagine it looked exactly like a cartoon would look. Like it was a Roadrunner, the coyote, just walking, just disappeared. I remember hitting the ground, and I rolled. I laid there for about 5 seconds, like, what the hell? I sat up, and I'm in a parking lot, and at, I don't know, 1 a.m., I sat up, and I just sat there and pulled out a cigarette, lit it, and I just sat there and smoked a cigarette and thought about life. Eventually I got up, stumbled to my apartment. Now, at this point, like I said, I just moved in. I didn't have any furniture. I had a chair that makes a lot of noise and is very uncomfortable. And then I had like one of those soft pillow pads that go on top of a mattress. I didn't have a mattress anymore. Didn't have a couch. I had nothing. I just had that stuff in blankets and stuff. So I get into the house and, you know, basically I fall onto the floor, the mat and the blankets, and I fall asleep, right? So I wake up the next morning, you know, headache, just roll over. You know, I got the blankets on me and I'm hot. So I'm like, oh, take the blankets off. Grab the blanket on one side, fling it to the other side. It goes halfway and then stops. And I'm like, why did the blanket just stop on me? So I pick it up again, do the same thing, it doesn't go anywhere. I look down, I pull the blanket, and I'm peeking up, and the whole side of my right leg, bloody, dried up blood, and the blanket is just, you know, basically dried to my skin and to the scar. I forgot I had on Daisy Dukes when I when I fell off the cliff. So I had bare legs out on that parking lot as I fell down that hill. Oh, it was all bad. Man, you know, they say don't drink and drive, which you should not. So I figured drinking and walking would be safer, but it's not. I told you, I'm a dumb young man sometimes.